Hi guys, this is Anna from Anna and Ivy, and today I will show you how to use the animations of our new collection and a short overview what's inside of this whole collection, because I don't know, it's massive. It's so huge. I have no idea how this could happen. So just in case, if you already know our products and know how to use the animation files, you can skip the section where I explain how to use them, because you already know. But maybe you want to look inside of the folders, what is actually inside of this whole collection. And I already wrote it in the description, but in case you don't read it, this whole collection has about 47 gigabytes, so it's massive. The reason why it's so big is especially because of the animation parts, because every single animation is quite big, about 700 MB. So yeah, if you don't need the animation, the collection will of course be smaller in size, so just keep this in mind. So first we have this overview, we have the fonts inside, then we have the EPS vector files, which I will show you in the next step. Then we have the PNG in black completely, so you will find all the elements in PNG black with transparent background, of course. And all the black files are also included in gold, in white, and in this kind of texture thing situation. So every file of the PNG file has transparent background, and yeah, I don't know why it's loading so slow, but yeah, here we go. So then we have the hand constellations with different textures on top, like 2 different gold textures and also white texture with gold. Then we have the images. So we have gold textures, different ones, all the ones I already used in this collection. So here we go. These are the gold textures. They are quite huge, as you can see, so you can do a lot with them. Then we have some macro photographies of glittery and golden surfaces. Then we have some structured images, and the texture you already see or saw in the preview images. These are also PNG files with transparent background, so you can use them by yourself. So all the overlays I did in the mixed texture section and so on are all made with all these files, which are included in this whole collection, so you won't miss anything. Then let's go over to the animated part. We have the animated tarot. I don't know how to pronounce this. Tarot cards. So for those of you who don't have like a desktop computer or something like this, and only want to use them like on your phone or on your Instagram stories, or maybe, I don't know where, maybe send them to your friends, we have the gold on black and the gold on white animations. So these are non-transparent background animations. So these are like, looks like this, and you can simply use it on your phone directly, post it in your stories and wherever you want. Yes, and then we have the transparent background animation, black on transparent and gold on transparent. So the gold ones are quite big because of the texture you have inside here. So yeah, these are the 2 files which are, I mean, the gold on transparent and the black on transparent are the 2 folders which contain animations which you can only use on desktop computer and only use on the mentioned programs like Photoshop 2018 or newer, then DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, After Effects and Final Cut. So if you maybe create, I don't know, tarot reading videos, you can use your video cutting program and drag it inside. Next thing we have in here is the animated stars background, so they are available in gold. I don't know if you can see them that well because there's very small stars, they twinkle and so on. They also have transparent background, and these are also available in white on transparent background. So this is the file format for video clips. It's 1920 and 1080, and if you flip it to the right or to the left like 90 degrees, you will have the size for Instagram stories. So, and then we have the bonus, which is the live chart, I think it's called. So I just added it as in PNG, and also in black and in gold. So if you don't have so much space in on your computer and only want to use like the illustrations, please only download the EPS file or the PNG files. Keep in mind the gold PNG files are 10 GB huge, so I don't know. I had some messages from people who told me that they don't have enough space on their computer, so just keep this in mind. So the base thing you need is the EPS or the PNG black file, and then the images where the texture is inside, and you can recreate them for yourself. So it's completely your decision which amount of files you download. You will have the access to the files the whole time, so if you don't need all the files now, please consider downloading them later maybe. So let's go to Photoshop. So I already created my Instagram story size format. Of course you can use any format you want, but this is the size for which the animations are made. If you create a video with the animation inside of Photoshop or everywhere else, of course you can crop it later, like you can put it on top of your video or whatever you want. So this is only the main size the animations are made for. So these are the panels you will only need, like layers and adjustments, and in the second step you will need the timeline. So we will delete this because I don't need it anymore, and then I will choose one of the animations, maybe the moon, and simply drag it to my my Photoshop file. Press enter, and here we go. So our animation is already placed, but you won't see the animation part because this will be step 2 or 3. So now we can maybe change the background to maybe, I don't know, maybe something girly, maybe some kind of pink, light pink, something like this. And here we go. Of course you can put everything below this layer because it has transparent background. So you use it like you would use in PNG format, file format. So it really depends on you. So I will crop this, and in the next step I will overlay this whole thing with another color. So you can use another color, or you may use a texture if you like to. You can use this animation inside of Photoshop however you would use a normal smart object. So it really doesn't matter what you want to do with it. So I will make an overlay, color olive overlay, and I will make it white. So this is how you change the color, or you can also use a texture. So I will take the gold texture from our collection, which is here. Where is it? Gold. Here is it. So here we go. I'll drag it to my file. Scale it. So I will cover the whole illustration animation. Here we go. Press enter, and then hold Alt on your keyboard, and can you see the small arrow? Simply click on it and you have a clipping mask. Now of course I can move my gold texture. You can move it with Command T or edit through transform and move it so I can see much better what I'm doing here. Maybe the light pink is not the best color in this case. Just realized this. So we can take a dark blue. So now we have a dark blue. And the next step, we don't see any animation, so we will check the animation. Go to Window and open your timeline. So now this is empty, and it's really important that you click on Create Video Timeline. Don't click on Create Frame Animation. So click over here, and now you can see our video timeline. So every animation is 20 seconds long. If you want a shorter one because you only need it for like Instagram stories, you can simply drag the small thing to 50 seconds and stop it here, or you can crop this by dragging it to the left. The animations are made with a loop system, so you can like animate them like forever. If you copy them next to each other, it's repeating the whole time, so there's no jump in between it, so it's a loop. But I'm sure you won't use this too much. So now the next thing we will recognize is that our gold texture is way shorter in the timeline, as we can see in our moon animation. So we will drag it to the right until it's at the very end of our animation, so it's magnetic, it should snap over here. And now you can see our animation is moving. Here we go. This is the whole magic behind this. So this is it basically. Now you can save this PSD file if you want to. If this was super complex, just keep in mind that you always make sure your animation starts at 0 and ends at the point you want the animation to be ended. And then simply go to File, Export and Render Video. Choose your folder and check your size to be document size. This is super important. Then select the folder, name your animation and simply click on Render. Now this will take a bit because Photoshop is not an animation program, but if you make this in Premiere Pro or After Effects or maybe DaVinci Resolve, which is for free by the way, or Final Cut, the process is basically the same. I just don't know what Final Cut gives you as an opportunity to use like clipping mask, because I don't use this program, so I can't help you with this. But yeah, the other ones should work the same. DaVinci Resolve, there are plenty of tutorials for this program because it's free. Of course, there are a lot of helpful tutorials on the internet, so if you want to know more about it, please check it out. So our animation is ready. Simply open it, make it a bit smaller, and now you can see it's completely ready. So you can use like gradients in the back, on the top, structure on the back, on the top. So it's really up to you how you design this tarot card. You can of course also use text on top, like maybe name the single tarot cards. I just left it out because not everyone uses tarot cards in English, so I thought it would be better if you only have the number on top. So yeah, so this was it regarding the animation, and now we will head over to Illustrator and take a look at the EPS files. So I just opened the tarot card deck with the artboard section, so you will get one document with artboards. As you can see, these are separated artboards, and one without. So in case you need it without, because the program you use doesn't support artboards, I thought it would be a good idea to add them without artboards too. So these are the layers. As you can see, they are all named and separated, and these are the singles files. I wouldn't mess too much with them because they are all set as the animation are set, but if you want to recreate them, all of the elements are included in this collection. So let's take a look at the separated section. So we also have this whole thing as separate files. So you will get the tarot cards as single EPS files. You can find them here. And now we will take a small look at the end constellation, for example. Now let's take a look at the logos. So this is a better idea. So I will drag it to my Illustrator, and here we go. Here are the logo templates. So these are also separated in different sections. You can simply change the text. This is Jill Sounds Light, I think. So it's a free font. You can download it on Google Fonts and use any font you want. So these elements are separated. Some of them are not because I prepared them a bit, but you can recreate this whole thing, this collection. So these are the logo templates, and if you want to export the logo template, for example, as in PNG. So let's pretend we already finished this logo, we changed maybe the color and the name, and then we want to export it as a PNG. It's quite easy to make. So simply select the logo you want to export, and go to File, Export Selection, and then choose your folder and export it as PNG, 300 GPE, whatever you want to. You can set this over here. What you can also do is, if you have made like, I don't know, 20 logos, if you need 20 logos, so you can go over here. If you already made them, you can export the whole artboard separated. So it's simply a quicker use in case you use the artboard EPS files and not the not separated artboard EPS files, but you will see it when you download the file that these are separated. So that's it. Then you export it and you will have your logo as a PNG. So what we can also check is the Sun Creator. So drag it to your Illustrator, and here we go. So this is like Sun Creator. We have these outlines here. You can simply turn these off over here, the guides, and now we can create our sun. So I would start with the flames, for example, and I want to show you that some of them have like alternative textures, like this one. So you can turn these small lines off and on as whatever you like. So yeah, all the files are in here. So these are the flames, but I think the one at the beginning is like super nice. Oh, maybe this one. Okay, so these are the flames. Then you have like shading and stuff, texture. I have to put this off because you won't see this whole thing. So we have the shadings. You can of course move these up and down and wherever you want, but these are set it so it fits into this whole sun face. So maybe I would leave it like they are. So we have like different hairstyles, because the sun needs hair. And then we have eyebrows, different kind of. This is what I mean. You can move these up. Simply click on them and move these up and down if you need to with the arrow keys on your keyboard. And yeah, use whatever you want. We have also dots like this. And then we have lashes. The lashes might not fit to every eye. You can adjust them by moving them up and down if you want to, because it really depends on which eye you use. I will turn this off because I want to show you the eyes. So we have this shading on here, and then you have like different eye styles, which you can of course move up and down. And this looks so sad. So here we go. This looks like kind of creepy, but yeah, it's okay. So let's stay with these neutral style. So then we have different noses or shadings, nose shadings. So like this, and then you have like shadings on top of the nose. We have also freckles, which is super cute. Then we have like these lines and so on. Then you have lips. These are two different styles, and you have lip shadings. So you can really play around with this whole thing and choose the look you want to. And then we have, oh, this lip doesn't look good with these eyes. So I think I will make this. Yeah, this is my favorite one. So then we have cheeks. This is like the shading or like some kind of blushing thingy thing. Yeah. And then we have the chin, which has also like shadings. And then you have some decoration elements like this small things here, like the moon on the head of the sun, which makes total sense. Yeah, this is it. I already prepared some of the suns for you, which are also included in this collection as PNG and EPS. So I think I covered everything. Let me see. Should I show you the bonus? Have I showed you the bonus before? I don't know. Ah, whatever. I show you the bonus. So the bonus is the ready-made life chart. I think I mentioned it at the beginning, but I don't know. I forgot it. It's so much inside of here. I simply forgot it. So what do we have here? So I think I covered everything. On the font is like, this is like experimental. So just keep in mind that this one doesn't have a 0 because I couldn't find the 0 in the Runen universe. So if you know how the 0 is written, let me know and I will replace the font. Then we have this witchy font. I really hope I made it the right way. And yeah, this is basically it. So I hope I could give you some kind of an overview over this whole I don't know how to call this. This is so huge. I don't know how this could happen, really. I started with this like 2 months ago, and I started to paint like elements. I wanted to make a tarot card set, and then it completely went out of my control. I don't know how, I don't know why. And I just made like, today just added some more elements because I was like preparing the previews, and then I was like, oh, this could be also a good element. So I painted new elements, and then I saw like the size of the collection and I was like, oh my god. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this collection, and I wish you a lot of fun. Please let me know how you like it, and if you have the time, send me a small image if you made something out of this, or maybe tag me on Instagram, whatever you like, but have fun. This is the main part of this whole thing. So wishing you a lovely, lovely night, because it's already night over here. And yeah, see ya. Bye.